Yeah, I know. That's Doug. We got Truth Thursdays happening. This is Truth
Woohoo!
Thursday.
Truth Thursdays.
So
What's the truth
you,
today?
so
Truth is,
yeah,
I'm
Truth,
gonna take me a swig
Luke,
of this, and we're
Luke
gonna see
is
what
some
happens.
truth. So you said that you had a few matters that you wanted to get right into. So let's roll.
One, 'cause I just took some loot. God bless
Mm.
you. Okay, so I do ask my fellas, the
Hmm.
fellas that reach out to me for advice and help.
Right.
I ask them what they need help with, and a question that is arriving is that I'm gonna ask you. What about the blue pill?
What's the blue pill?
It's Viagra.
Oh.
So, can we talk about Viagra, men's having sex, and men just being disconnected? And what the hell is up with their testosterone?
Oh yeah. I mean, okay. So which one do you want to start with?
Well, advice to these dudes who are popping all these pills and they're actually unhealthy. Like they should adjust what they're eating, right? Not take a pill. Yeah. Right?
Um.
I mean, am I crazy?
Well, yeah,
Been
but
around people today? Have you been around people
everybody's
today?
everybody's looking for the you almost missed. Um, yeah, now everybody wants to cook the.
18.99 at Tractor Supply.
Doug, what, this is live. You, I can't. I'm telling you. What do you? Okay,
Is Doug gonna
that's what I'm
play
saying. Easy on the background noise.
the
Okay, okay. All
Doug
right,
one?
well, okay.
You want me to sit somewhere?
You can sit there if you want, but it's easy on the background.
Okay, okay, yeah. I was going in to sit there.
Uh,
Do you add another camera?
yeah, I do have another camera. You can.
Doug, you're gonna have to get yourself on camera, buddy.
Yeah, if you want to turn that camera on, you can start working on that.
Get the guitar out.
Yeah. All
Start
right. Yeah.
writing songs
So okay.
about
I'm
Viagra.
so sorry.
You're
Where
fine.
were we at? Where were we at?
We were 18.99 at Tractor Supply.
That's right. That's right.
Ivermectin.
Ivermectin.
Who's not
Yeah.
sick?
So Doug, yeah,
Me.
if you want to turn that thing on, you can
So yeah,
figure out.
what do you do with the men who are all jacked up in their sexuality and taking pills to try to have
Should I be
sex?
sitting here for like,
I'm sorry, Doug. I can't help you right now. You're
That's
gonna have
fine,
to
that's
figure it out yourself, like the parking earlier.
I guess you.
Um,
Woo, Truth Thursday.
yeah, Truth Thursday. You know, it's okay. It's just one thing on Truth. It's like I swear, I'm not trying to be a dick
Dick.
or a jerk. But like I have a lot, I'm busy all the time. So
I know
and
you.
also the more truth that you speak, the more valuable that not the more the more truth that you speak, the more connected to who you are you become. And then
For
it's
real.
not about being a dick, it's about just cutting to the actual nuts and bolts of the task and the matter at hand, I think.
Speaking of nuts.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, no. I mean, you're talking about the blue pill. The blue pill is it's people that do. Okay, it's a fuse. If you're not living right, your body will shut down your ability to reproduce. So we're overriding that with the blue pill. You know, if you're not eating well, you're not sleeping well, you're drinking too many stimulants, or your adrenals are shot, then it's a way to still make it work, but I don't think it's the same. But yeah, and then as far as the testosterone, I mean, it's all the plastics, it's all the bad food.
Oh, for real?
Oh yeah,
That's what
those
takes
are
the testosterone out of the boys?
well, one of many things. It
Hmm.
one of many things. It's the plastics, it's the bad food, it's the preservatives, it's the glyphosate, the atrazine. It's like the people that make the shampoos, right? Also make the
Right.
um, hair um,
Fixer,
the hair
conditioner,
fixing.
fixer, or whatever.
Yeah.
They destroy your hair and then give you a way to fix it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones that are making the Rogaine, they're also making
Right.
the shampoos that hurt your hair.
Yep. Kind of like the tongue, whoever's giving you heartburn is giving you the heartburn fix. And then they get, yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy out there. I'm gonna make this silent. But I mean, so the key is
You're gonna drop that camera, Doug, if you
I'm
keep
gonna-
listening there.
I want to move it over to that side right there and shoot over here if I'm going to shoot. You like, you know.
Okay.
That's-
Just don't drop the camera.
I'm not gonna
You're-
drop the camera.
Okay. Thank you.
I promise you, I'm just getting this stable.
gonna get intro. Well, one thing I've done listening to you
Mhm.
is I'm drinking my water with Celtic salt. Hey, Dave. And
It's just not plain water.
yeah, it's not
Yeah.
plain water. It's got Celtic salt,
Yeah.
trace minerals, and earth. Diatomaceous earth. Doug's gonna die today. I cannot. Like, I can. I just have been. I've been there. I've been there in your situation. Oh God. Yeah, I
I'm
feel
moving
you.
around. Okay, so but you get what I was saying about the fuse, right? You want to have everything together, everything working for
Right.
that part of you to operate. And so the blue pill is just a way to not do everything right and still get that to operate, which is
To just take the typical easy out, just take a pill. Don't actually get healthy, but take a pill.
right.
So
Exactly.
speaking of that, you would laugh. I was around some people who've all taken the pill, so to speak,
Mhm.
and here I am. I just, and I'm not coughing. I haven't had any of the issues that they've had. It was very interesting to sit there and get what's going
Do
on.
there's like a humming noise or something.
Yeah, something's going on.
Do you hear that too? I don't know. Do you hear that humming noise?
Isn't this the last day of Mercury retrograde? Aren't we out of this?
Well, no, it's something outside. It's not. Anyway, whatever. It's fine. Something outside. It sounds like there's like a drone or something over my
Oh
house.
yeah,
I just heard
it is.
Like a team of drones or something.
It's following you.
It's a,
It is. I hear it.
yeah. I don't know what that is.
They're coming for you. They're like you're making loot.
No, they're not coming for me.
Loot.
Yeah. So so I guess that's about it. That's very disjointed because of all of the chaos, but that makes sense, right?
It does make sense, but also the chaos is relevant to the fellas that are taking the blue pills.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, because there's no free lunch in it. You gotta if you start eating right for like a week, your body isn't going to heal. And then one of the odd things about it is once you start eating all of the right things and doing all of the right things, you might just end up getting sick in waves. And but it's not sick. It's your body detoxing.
I felt
Detoxing
that.
all the things.
I feel like I went through that a couple months ago.
Mhm.
But I'm by far, and I'm not by any stretch in a perfect zone, but I am definitely way better than I was. And when my thing, like just this morning, Thursday, like I'm super busy, have like call after call after call. And the one thing that was the best was I stopped and I ate a steak
Yeah.
for breakfast.
Yeah, I'll do that too. Like
Everything.
if I feel anxious or not right, it's like, what do I need? Maybe I need food.
I need some
Just tell me
fat, fatty meat.
I'll eat food and then see how I feel after that. You know.
And you'll appreciate. There's an intimacy coach that I want you to meet eventually, and I want you to podcast with.
Can we bring them in on True Thursdays?
Yeah, we can. What's going on, Doug? You got your guitar ready?
You got to plug in that camera too. You moved it, but you got to plug it in as well.
Okay,
See how-
I didn't see the plug where it was.
So it was over there. 'Cause
Okay.
It's not plugged in.
You're
It's-
fine.
Yeah, no, I was
yeah,
wondering.
it's like an HDMI mini. It's
Uh-huh.
the same cable that's plugged into the one that's working right now.
Yep.
I thought you would appreciate this, Sean, with especially my meat, and you've gotten on me eating meat, you and all the fellas that I follow. And I thought you'd appreciate my. I had an intimacy coach asking me about vegan women
Mm.
And he's
What
like,
was the
oh,
question?
so you, like, you're really good looking and you're doing really well. Like, your skin looks great. Are you vegan? And I'm like, I just started laughing. I was like, no, I eat it all the fat. And he's like, what would you say about the vegan women? Do you think that, like, and I was like, you mean, oh my God, like, I'm eating this like that because I feel better? I'm like, you mean those women? And he goes, yes. I'm like, well, I mean, all I can say, because he's like, they will lecture me if I eat meat. They'll lecture me on all the horrible things. And I was like, well, all you have to look at is how do they look and how are they talking?
Well, and then you put that aside too, and it's the most efficient calorie producer there is.
Meat.
Ground that can't grow fruits, vegetables, that is incapable of supporting that type of life, um, can support grass. And so the grass grows, the cows eat the grass, the cows dookie on the soil
Dookie.
that's not so great, and then it turns that soil that's not so great
Oh,
into soil
good
that's
dookie
great.
soil.
Right. So then you can grow whatever you want on it. It's a cycle, right? So
Yeah.
you get the weak soil, cows eat it, dookie, strong soil,
Dookie.
grow
We should,
whatever you want.
hey, if
It's
anybody's been
just,
listening to everything we talk about, we should call the FBI and CIA. There's some dookie there. They might want to eat it.
I have heard about that they like to eat dookie. But you know, the problem is when you start talking about that stuff, people that haven't read anything about those agencies
Oh,
just immediately like, oh, they're talking. But I mean, I would too. But when you have actually done some research into it, then it's like,
a little weird.
then it
A
makes
little weird.
sense.
It's a little
It's such
consistent.
a wild thing.
When you start hearing a consistent thing, it's like
Yeah,
all the weirdo Satan shit out there. Like when you start hearing it like consistent,
yeah,
like
yeah. I know. It's like it's very bizarre. But okay, so vegans. We were talking about vegans.
we're always what the fuck is
What?
dude.
What?
I'm like, what the hell's going on over there?
Oh, you can hear that. Okay, well, I was just trying to ignore it
It's
because
just funny to me. It's just
we're
funny.
live.
Hey, you know what?
It is, but everything is funny now. That's the thing. It's
It's
like
like,
it's at first. It's like when you're in different levels of awareness or time at different levels of awareness. There's so much of the time where you're just filled with anger and rage because how can this be? Someone needs to do something, right? But then when you know if you circle
like
back and like look at you know some of the most conscious people like a George Carlin and talking about how you just have to sit back and laugh, you know what
yeah,
I mean? And it's
because the
just
truth is so messed up.
yeah.
Speaking of George Carlin, I've been saying I'm like George Carlin and Carol Burnett had a baby,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's Mary Poppins, and but in her hat are also weapons. Oh hey, speaking of, check it out. You'll be so impressed. You want to see my new baby?
Oh, you having a baby?
I have a new baby.
Oh, I don't know if is that allowed on these videos on these.
Well, I mean, people are gonna cry. She's got meat and guns. But look at it, it's so nice. It's so nice. It's so light, and it's just like,
Yeah.
it's a Taurus, like my daughter.
Huh. I've heard of
Isn't
that.
it cool? It's nice.
Yeah.
It's so light. It's literally like,
Yeah.
it's you know how Glocks are so heavy, and it's like, well, not for you maybe, but I don't. This is just so, I don't know, so badass. So I got my concealed carry license. I'm in training. I went to the sheriff. I was like, what do I do?
Nice.
Be as smart as possible. He's like, dude, just exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So,
It's your American duty to have that because you
I had
know.
to know how to use it. I'm a really good shot, by the way,
Yeah.
with my left eye.
Yeah.
Who knew? Who knew? Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey, speaking of rando truth, I got your underwear. People
I
can
know.
read
I'm
all
gonna
into
send
that.
me a link to that because I need to. Well, I need. We've discussed before not discussing business,
I know.
because it's Truth Thursdays, not Business Thursdays.
Exactly. Truth. The truth
Although it wouldn't
is,
make it, a lot of people are trying to be, mix those things together. There's a guy that I follow. Um, I can't remember. It's terrible. I can't remember. Otherwise, I give him a shout out. But he discusses all the business stuff at the same time as he discusses um, whatever he's into. Um,
you mean business of like literally business stuff, like how to do the
yeah,
business
yeah,
element?
exactly. Like how he's doing everything that he's doing.
That's
It's
cool.
kind of interesting because he even talks about his margins, and he's like, if you don't have 80% margins, you're not going to make money.
You're dumb.
And I get it because it's crazy how much advertising, how much everything you have to have. People are like, oh, you have an internet business. It's like you're just minting money over there. Just you don't need any margins on internet business. And it's like, pump the brakes. Everything on the internet is stupid expensive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like,
It's
yes,
insane wiring has that.
I'm learning that now.
For some reason, it doesn't
Yeah.
have the HDMI head. This one does, but these boxes are the same. But this, is there another?
That's the power cable. See how there's two cables in that camera?
Listen to his accent. Where are you from, Doug? Georgia?
Yeah, so that's the power cable. It goes where the other cable goes.
Okay, here we go. I was like, that's not.
And then the HDMI is that box behind the TV.
Okay.
With with the green light on, behind the TV, not under the TV.
Okay.
Yeah, the HDMI cord.
Listen to that accent.
It's set up to be plugged in over there, so shifting this camera over.
It's going to give a better image.
I would, if you, it's not disruptive at all. We're great.
This is perfect, Doug. Where's
Yeah.
Doug from?
Mississippi.
I heard something. South.
Yeah. And then, yeah, okay, so where were we at? We're talking about,
Well, chaotic people who are taking men who take pills to try to have sex, and vegan women. We're not going to talk about them anymore. And God love. I
just
did upset
one thing
the
to
other day
know about vegan women.
with my background. I did upset one of them the other day. She was like, "What is that behind you? Is that
the cuts of meat.
that meat?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah." And she's like pictures, and I was like, "It's different cuts of meat. I like the ribeye the best." She was like,
Did her head just exploded?
little bit. Her false eyelashes went like, whoa.
Yeah.
It was funny.
I'll tell you how you can spot a vegan, especially a long-term vegan.
Their
There's a
skin
little bit, there's skin and hair.
and teeth.
That comes last because your body tries to save your teeth. But yeah, hair and skin goes first.
Like just thinner.
Yeah.
It's like not. Meanwhile, I've been eating fatty meat, and look at this.
Yeah. No,
Look. I mean, look at it. Look.
it's all the protein, and then
I'm
the
like,
fats build the other thing is that so many people that are vegan, they don't get anywhere near enough fat. Their fat.
Oh,
is
because they don't think
exploding.
about it, because they think it should stay away from fat. Hey, speaking of hair, and I'm looking healthy. I got all this gray. It's probably raising money for ads. Turn me gray. Like Screen Actors Guild turned me gray. So look, I've got all this gray.
Mhm.
Do you color it or do you leave it less? Do you leave it natural?
I just think that you want to go with like as least chemicals as possible, right?
Mm.
So maybe if you could find like some kind of dye that's not and you want it to, or maybe a temporary thing, something that's not permanent. But I just think that when you're eating well and you're living right and you have everything operating well, there's no reason to color it because it'll look
Colored?
beautiful. It'll look beautiful just because your organism is beautiful.
Well, I can feel like, look, I can be older. I can be like, look, I'm an older, sophisticated female. And then I can hide it. Like, oh, you can't see my gray actually if I just do like
Yeah.
this. Like, what?
You got
What?
How do I?
Is it powered on and it's plugged in?
This is
Okay.
hair. Woo! I'm like, I haven't worn my hair down in years and years and years. I've always had it up and in work mode. And look, I have hair now.
I mean, that's pretty nifty how you can show the gray off.
Yeah, I
or
can.
hide it. So you might.
Hide it.
That's kind of cool. So.
Yes, I can be like, it depends on my.
Plus, I think so many people that go naturally gray, they have like a cool pattern to the gray. I mean, I don't know, maybe some
See a
people
little
have,
streak this way.
yeah, you might end
I
up.
got like a little Elvira streak going on.
You might end up with a streak of some sort.
I might end a bunch of men who love milk.
Say what?
All the men who like older women, they see the gray and they're like, ooh.
Really? Is that what?
Yeah. They like, oh, don't dye it. I'm like, y'all are weird. But okay. Anyway, so that's I'm like, it's all your fault. I'm getting healthier. I'm drinking my loot. Not religiously. I haven't had this since I saw you last week.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know how it is. It's when you have inflammation that is inflaming your brain and body, then you need to use it more often. When you're doing well, then and you're feeling good, you don't have to use it as often.
What about, speaking of all your supplements, like, okay, now I can start to, now that I'm at a place where I'm consistently healthy, like I'm not using my inhaler, I'm going on walks in the sun twice a day. I'm like, I'm doing the work. I've got the salt and the minerals in my water. I'm feeling good. My stamina is, Now, do you start like taking liver cleanse pills? Do I start taking the magnesium? Like, which is the most important thing to start putting in your protocol as you're trying to, you're going slow? I don't have, I'm one of those that I'm not like running in like you do, and I get the cold plunge and every, go on a budget. I started with salt. And I got some of that diatomaceous earth in here and trace minerals.
Yeah.
So like, what now?
Your question is what now? Well, so what the basics would be to actually get the proper amount of fat and protein first. Most people don't have a problem with carbs, but it's fat, protein, because it's hard to get 30% of your calories from fat.
Yeah, you got to eat ribeye pretty much.
Yeah, you 80-20 meat, and then you have to, eat some butter on top of that, and then you're there. But for just most people, they have this idea where turkey and chicken is like, it's been so propagandized that that's healthy because they had that anti-fat movement through the whole 80s, 90s, and O's.
They've been programmed.
Sean converted me. Yeah.
Sean converted you too, Doug?
Yeah, he really did. I mean, he was, I was sitting there and I ordered chicken, and he looked at me and he said,
go home?
You're ordering bird?
Okay. Well, since we have another speaker, and I'm going to bring
funny.
it up right here.
How does that work? There's Doug.
Yeah, so,
hey,
right.
Doug.
So what I was saying, and I'll introduce Doug in a minute, although it's showing up as Sean Gilder. That's not Doug Malden down here. Let me see if I can fix that. Yeah, it was just so propagandized to not eat fat. And it's totally crazy land because our feelings are so connected to our hormones, and our hormones are made from fat.
Huh.
Yeah.
So it's just
eat fat.
And then we have two energy sources in our body, and that's the ketogenic system, which runs on fat, and the glucose system, which runs on glucose and insulin. So to just ignore the other system is just crazy, man.
And I'm a witness. I've been here for 6 weeks, and I watched what he would order where if we would go out, and I watched what he was cooking. I open up his fridge, and his fridge is just nothing but steak,
Milk.
hamburger meat, and milk.
Milk.
Well, and don't forget the pineapple and blueberry.
And
Oh yeah,
berries.
don't
Berries.
that's and the dates. I like those dates too.
Hot sauce.
But
I don't use that.
I started following his ways, and I swear to you, I feel great. I mean,
Same.
I'm getting buff.
Yeah.
Did you hear that when he flexes? It goes.
I like
You heard that?
I actually had to write a planner. I wrote the planner in order to follow the things that he does during the day.
But the funny
That's
thing
smart.
is it's not
Yeah.
like very complex.
It's not. It's not.
No, it's
like,
not. It really isn't.
It's not.
Eat meat.
So back to what we were just talking about. You were saying what to do. It's eat high fat meat, which is just predominantly cow. I mean, other ruminants are fat too, but not like cow. Cow is really the best because it is the most fat. And then fruit. Avoid strawberries. Strawberries are so loaded with pesticides. You can actually get rid of all of your pests with one strawberry if you put it in.
And dilute it in water. That's right.
Right, you can get rid of all of it. So that's how loaded. So basically, you don't want to eat fruits that are very porous, and that's why I avoid vegetables a lot too. Is because vegetables are very porous, so what you're spraying on them is entering them, and then you're eating that stuff.
Yeah.
And salads too. They spray that
Right,
stuff.
salads too,
Oof.
and then nuts and all of that stuff, especially if it's coming from California, is loaded with toxins.
Nuts there
So-
are nuts.
They're nuts. The nuts in California are loaded with toxins.
They sure are, and that's both literal and figurative. Right?
You caught my drift.
Yeah.
Funny.
So it's basically fruit. Be selective with your fruit. Do your research. Grass-fed ruminants, cow especially. Focus on the fat. And I'm still tinkering with the raw dairy. I think it's great, but I would also say that I think for some people it might not be good. But the raw
It's
dairy
good for
seems
me.
to work fine with me. And then people are like, I can't eat milk. And I'm like, well, have you ever
I was
tried
one of
raw
those
dairy?
guys. I was literally one of those guys. Like years ago, I went to the doctor and they said you're gluten intolerant, you're dairy intolerant, you're everything intolerant, right?
You know why?
And they told me I couldn't have fat because I lost my gallbladder. That's another thing. Another doctor said I need my gallbladder removed. No, I didn't.
You know why?
I did that to my mom.
Yeah,
Doctors
they got me.
call their customers patients.
What's that? Oh,
You have to be patient to go to a doctor.
that's very
They
good.
keep you waiting in the waiting room. They'll
Oh,
keep you waiting for the tests. They'll keep you waiting
yeah.
for the solutions to your health. And the whole time, they're billing you. They're
Oh, yeah.
billing you and billing your insurance. And just another test. And they're always going to find another thing wrong with you, too, because
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
how they make their money. So those pillars, and then, of course, sleep. Sleep is huge.
You know
Wow.
what? Monitoring my sleep on my little thing in here. I've been noticing that for the past week or so, I'm like, oh, I'm only getting 5 hours.
Yeah.
I think that's me too.
Well, then,
So I'm
some
like,
people can do fine with lower amount of sleep than others, but it is something to play with to see what works best for you.
yeah.
But then, so back to the question was, so once those things are in order, and of course no alcohol, because alcohol is the most poisonous, cancer-causing.
I know.
So it's more of addition by subtraction, but I think what you were asking though
I'll
is
get it.
what's another gimmick or what's another thing you can do?
Well, because I
Yeah.
have all this. I have all this.
Uh,
So it's like, where do you begin? Do you you know what I mean?
yeah.
I
So you just pulled out one of my favorite ones, which
Take
is
them all at one time.
the liver.
This is the
Yeah.
best.
So the liver has iron and copper in the perfect ratio to build red blood cells. So if you're a woman that bleeds once a month, liver tabs will be an enormous energy booster for you.
Is me taking this every day? Should I take this every day?
Yeah.
All right, I haven't been doing that.
I know. They're huge pills, so I get in and
They're
out of the
huge.
habit of doing it because it's annoying.
Do
But I
you break
always
them in
feel-
half or you just
I
swallow?
always feel better when I'm on the liver tabs. I just swallow them.
They're a lot, Doug. They're a lot.
Oftentimes, like 5, 6 of them at a time, and then I'm oftentimes like, oh, this is how I'm gonna die, choking on a liver pill.
I had a dream. I'm not kidding you. I had a dream one time that I choked on some vitamins, and so that's always got
Like
worried in the back of
You
my
don't
mind.
want to choke on vitamins. So yeah, what else you got there?
GABA, but that comes
Well,
in Regenerate.
GABA is one of the main ingredients in
And
Regenerate.
Regenerate, so I
GABA.
don't really need it.
Everybody should be on GABA, and anyone who drinks should be on GABA.
Does GABA come from fruit?
No.
What does it come? What's it derived from?
GABA is made in your stomach by having the right bacteria, and I mean there's some foods that it's in, but it also rides the vagus nerve. to the,
NAC.
brain.
Okay.
NAC is fantastic. NAC is also in Regenerate.
Yep.
That's with liver cleanse.
Regenerate covers everything, but this is what I took when I was on the road at the beginning of 2020 and why I never got sick.
Yeah, no, NAC is great.
And then I
Liver
started
boosting.
going to the health food stores, and they were
Yeah.
sold out. Or they and then a couple of them said that they're pulling this off the shelf because they say it's dangerous. I mean,
Yeah, they
the
were
danger-
trying
yeah.
to pull off NAC. I
Yeah,
believe that failed because
The
enough
danger
people
is it's
left.
$25.
Yeah.
It
The
works
danger,
very
okay.
well and it's cheap. And there's a ton of it in Regenerate.
Yeah, so Regenerate is what I mean. I only
You don't
really
need
use
to
that.
take NAC
Right.
if you're taking Regenerate.
Quercetin and zinc. That
Yeah, so
combo.
quercetin and zinc need to go together because you can't absorb zinc without quercetin.
Do you do this every day or only if you're around sick people?
So I have to be careful with zinc. Zinc will give me headaches
Really?
if I take it.
It gives me headaches.
Yeah, so I,
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And
Is
zinc, the zibidibidibida, like that kind of zinc?
There's different zincs.
I would imagine that's just a more absorbable version of zinc, but if you take zinc with quercetin, that works to get zinc into your
But do
body.
you take it only like if you're around sick people?
I take it only if I'm not feeling well.
Got it.
I take zinc. But eating a lot of meat, dairy,
Right.
there's traces of that in there. So.
I've been doing that, so I haven't actually been taking any supplements.
Yeah, so the only supplement that you really need to take if you're not drinking and if you're doing fruit and meat is the liver. Because
Oh.
without organ meats, you're missing a boost without organ meats.
I love those bison. Hey, have you had the balls? Have you eaten balls yet, Doug?
Oh, they sound
They're the
delicious.
best.
They sound delicious.
North
you haven't
Star
had it
bison
yet.
balls.
Oh no! I saw a movie where Chevy Chase ate the record for,
Yeah.
I think they were bull
So-
balls. Yeah.
So I used to
Balls.
order. I still do order from North Star Bison. And
Yeah.
North Star Bison had beef balls
Yes.
mixed with ground beef. So I was doing the heart, liver, pancreas. I was doing the full cow,
So
And
good.
a blend.
sans the beans. And then they had the beans on there, and then I had read about how the beans, beef balls, raise testosterone.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, that's fun. So let's.
I like eating balls and raising my testosterone.
Yeah.
Well, the latter part, not the former.
You are what you eat.
I love eating balls.
The latter part, not the former. But so I ordered it, and then I remember I couldn't really eat it. So then when
I remember you telling me about this.
so here's what I did. So I had the old world blend, which is everything, and then I had the liver heart blend, and then I had the beans blend, the balls.
Okay.
And I just wouldn't look at it. I would just whatever I would grab, I would just grab. I wouldn't look at the label, and I would just eat it. And then every time I was like, "Ooh, this one's really good," I would go into the garbage and look what it was, and it would always be the balls. So
Whoa.
now I will tell you this: the
Oh.
Old World blend I also really like, but it kind of tastes like sausage, and that's the whole cow minus the balls. So it's the pancreas, the liver, the heart.
Why'd they leave the
Whatever.
balls out?
I don't know. They should put that whole blend in there.
Um,
Probably because of the same reason why I couldn't eat it. But I am not kidding. It tastes
Delicious.
like. Not only does it taste the best out of all of them, it has the best tenderness, or
Mhm.
it's just like the best burger you're ever gonna have. Is,
I am
I'm
a
telling you, is
sucker.
the beans.
I'm a
Oof.
sucker for a steak tartare.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
love steak tartare. So it's like, oh my god, you could do steak tartare with balls.
and then you know how people are like, you're gonna have parasites or you're gonna get sick from eating raw, and then raw meat
Then you're like,
experiment. I ate raw
Yeah.
meat for a year.
A year. That's right.
Steak
Yep.
tartare is not cooked at all.
Yeah.
no, it's not.
Right, it's not bad
Mhm.
for you. It's great for you. That's why
It's
rare is better
parasites.
for you. You absorb it
$18.99.
better. You
Track
absorb it
spot.
better.
Nice.
So,
Do you eat fish ever?
I only like whitefish.
Yeah.
I really dislike salmon.
I
Mhm.
love
But-
salmon.
But
But the
you don't
troubles
wanna know
are
where
with this-
salmon comes from.
Yeah, that's
You
that's
stop
exactly
eating
right.
salmon.
The salmon.
Salmon. There's some bad salmon going around these parts.
Some bad salmon.
You know, they say the farm raised salmon, the meat comes out gray, and then they die.
Painted.
They die and are basically painted
Yeah.
red.
Ew.
Yeah,
Because they swim in their own feces.
that's right.
Ew.
So the factory farm salmon is all gray.
Sea
Yeah.
moss? Should I take it every day?
One of the people that I follow really believes in sea moss, and so I go off and on sea moss.
Okay.
I think it's valid.
What about food
Is it-
enzymes? Oh, go ahead, Doug.
No, I was going to say he's on and off the sea moss. I was going to ask him how hard is it to stand on top of the sea moss.
Ew.
I like sea moss. So
Go
what
ahead,
about
go ahead, proceed.
food enzymes and blood stimulators?
I don't know what's in the blood stimulators, but the food enzymes, that supplement that I recommend to so many people. There's probably betadine and pepsin in that food enzyme.
Oh, right.
See, that's great because when you're under stress or when your diet hasn't been good for a period of time, your stomach acid, pH, can get too alkaline. So when you take the enzymes, it makes it more acidic, which helps you get more nutrients out of your food,
Mhm.
and it helps the food move through you faster. So you want that.
Yeah, he got me on the pepsin. With not having my gallbladder. You've got to take enzymes basically with every meal just so you can do exactly what he just said.
That's what the doctor says, but
Yeah.
That's what the
I've never
doctor
had a gallbladder, but I have read that because the pancreas feeds the gallbladder,
Mhm.
that
They took my mom's gallbladder out and she had a stroke.
Yeah, it's
I believe that.
it's
I mean, I don't know if it was related, but it was awfully strange timing.
It is weird, man. I mean, they did this test that they did, and the crazy thing is, that's not crazy at all. The doctor that did this surgery on me, he got caught. He did 22 other gallbladder surgeries, illegally removing the person's gallbladder when it wasn't really supposed to be removed. And I was one of the victims, and he lost his license and can't practice anymore. But he was doing it for the money. Right?
wait. Are you? Hold on.
I
Are
know,
you
it's hard to
telling me-
believe. I know it's hard to believe.
That a doctor is doing it for the money?
I mean,
Wait,
I know how
hold
it
on.
sounds.
So a
I
doctor
know
went
how-
to
yeah.
school
yeah,
for like 10 years.
yeah, to help people.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, to help people.
Okay, I thought you
yeah.
were telling me it was for the money.
Yeah, no, it's to help people.
Right.
Help people figure out what's going to be their next problem,
Right.
and then charge them for
That's really funny.
You gotta be patient. You gotta be patient to go to a doctor. I'll tell you what.
What about omegas and like all the omega-3 fish oil and stuff.
Well, the fish oils you want to be wary of too because of like what we were talking about, the salmon. You don't really know if that's coming from farm raised, you know.
Yep. Yeah, and then if the oils, depending on the way that they've been processed, it can be rancid.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So
giving
blood,
giving you some gas too. Ooh, I found out the hard way.
well, we got that all the
And
time.
I've read the literature and I've tried the krill oil, I've tried I don't know, it may help with joint pain. I just don't notice I notice a bigger boost from it. I do.
Can you take melatonin?
I don't think, I have taken it in the past, and I will admit that it occasionally will make me sleepy in the past. But the sleepiness to me only lasts like 15 minutes, and if you don't hit it in that window when it kicks in,
To go to bed?
it seems to have the opposite effect.
Oh, give you like your second wind or something.
Yeah.
What do you know about wild cherry and lobelia for lungs?
Yeah, lobelia is a good smoking cessation herb. Yeah.
Meaning quitting smoking?
Mhm. Yeah,
Okay, I already did that
yeah. Good for
for
you.
cigarettes.
Hey, good for you, man. That's hard to do.
That's a long time ago.
I've had a lot of friends and family members that just, hard to pull the plug. There you go.
I am a professional smoker.
That is great. Hey,
I smoked
whatever
many
it takes.
years. I was Marlboro Red too.
Ooh, hardcore.
Oh yeah, many years.
We'd be talking like Rod Stewart.
I would have like 10 cigarettes with my coffee.
Can I have another cigarette?
Pretty much.
Oh man.
It's horrible. Okay, so I went through my bag with you. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go through my bag. You look into my drawers, and tell me, like, because I think a lot of us have this problem, Sean, and it's usually on counters. Like a whole counter is filled with this stuff. It's either prescription meds from your doctor or all these different supplements, and it's like, for God's sakes.
So one thing I'll say for the guys that are trying to boost their testosterone, get that diet right, get the fat right, get the ruminant or the cow meat right, eat fruit, meat, DIM, DIM, if you punch that into Amazon, that's a great supplement, and Long Jack, or Tongkat Ali. Tongkat Ali, Long Jack, and DIM together will raise testosterone more than 100 points, like in like a day. So,
wow.
And then Tribulus as well. Tribulus will really boost up one's prowess. It hasn't necessarily been proven to raise testosterone, but it has been proven to raise prowess. It's one of the worst tasting herbs I've ever tried in my life.
What's there's Tribulus. What was the other one?
DIM, D-I-M.
DIM supplement. for men.
Tongkat Ali, Tongkatali, 2 words.
Is that Asian?
And then, what was the other one I said? Long Jack, Tongkat Ali,
Tongkat Ali.
Tongkat Ali.
and,
Long Jack.
yeah.
Long Jack, long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long Jack. And now, what do you do? You just follow the instructions, eat some Long Jack for some long Jack.
Yeah. Anytime is a good time for Long Jack.
Long Jack.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And the blueberries, do they have to be organic?
I mean, you want to have
blueberries.
everything.
Yeah.
How ridiculous is it that we have to find food that's
I know.
organic? It should be labeled if it's not organic. You know what I mean?
I want a store that says, "Don't panic, everything's organic." And you just walk right in. You're like, you feel at ease immediately when you walk in. You don't have to ask any questions.
Everything's real.
And the fruit is all ugly because
It's all fake.
No, it's all ugly because it hasn't been like coated,
Sprayed with pesticides and insecticides.
Actually, they have one of those shipments, ugly fruit or unfit fruit. You've heard of it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It'll do the shipment to you. That's
Yeah.
I had that for a little bit.
Yeah.
Those little boxes.
Yeah.
I like the community boxes too, the local farmers market. So you go get your little co-op box.
Yeah.
But I don't. I'm
Yeah.
like you. I just haven't been eating that many vegetables. I ate shishito peppers with my steaks, as I'll put
Yeah.
them on the.
Yeah, peppers are good for you though. You know, peppers are good.
Well, you got to be careful because they
Depends
are a
on-
lot of peppers are nightshades, and nightshades for some people really boost up inflammation in the
Mhm.
body. The body does not like
Okay.
nightshades.
So my mom, speaking of inflammation, is nonstop coughing. I mean, my God. And then you
Well,
you ask
you know what that is, so you know it's inflammation. She's eating pies again or something.
So are the nightshades, are they relatively hotter, or does it differ?
Well, you ate a nightshade today for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
what was it?
Potato.
Oh,
Potatoes are not sweet potatoes, but regular potatoes.
Uh-huh.
what's all the whole
Eggplant.
nightshade? And then what's it's not legumes. It's a leg.
Legume.
Yeah, legumes, that's
Yeah.
right.
Not
You know,
legume. No, it's another word. It's the lichens.
lectins.
Lectins, yeah.
That's it.
Well, lectins is something that causes inflammation that is in
Oh.
different foods.
Got it.
Legumes are like chickpeas, peanuts, beans of all sorts.
You're so funny. Sometimes you talk like about stuff like that. Like, didn't you get that class? Lectins or yeah, lectins. I mean, don't you know?
Sometimes, I mean, you
Don't
know, we're
you
all,
know that you shouldn't be doing this? Because you would just be. You would
so
go.
food.
That's peasant food.
You don't eat that. You would go bananas with somebody who's chowing on the middle of the grocery store. All the people who eat from the middle of the grocery store think you're crazy. And this is their answer
Yeah.
because I've asked them. They're like, why?
Why? What?
Why just even bother thinking about it? If it's poison, it's fine. Tastes good. I'll just die early. And drink
Well,
my
yeah. I mean, a
That's
lot
it.
of people don't love themselves. So then, why would they care?
That's very true.
Yeah.
Very true. They just let themselves go, that's right.
Right.
They
so
just
why?
don't care.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't care.
you're right.
And then, you know,
I love that saying. Well, a lot of people don't love themselves. Next question.
And next.
Well, no, I'm not saying next question, but I mean, I'm just saying, well, that's like what I was talking about at the earlier portion of this live. I'm not trying to be mean, but also it's like the most effective way to communicate is cutting to the deepest truth of any matter, right?
Mhm.
So, you know, that's what the problem is. But our whole culture is designed to make people not love themselves
And
by
disassociate.
design, because then you're going to be a better consumer. You're going, you know, you're going to fall for propaganda because you never get to figure out who you are.
The latest figuring out like just being in present and just healthy and breathing. And I'm practicing the yoga. I'm wearing yoga straps. I'm just standing there present, not smoking, just be there. I'm fascinated by the people that I know that will staunchly hold on to CNN
Oh, yeah.
or MSNBC or something. They're like, I saw this on TV.
It's true.
That means that is real.
What do you mean it's not true? Are
You
you
know,
crazy?
You look at their
I'm
most
meaning it,
watched.
really.
We're in such a strange time right now because you look at their most watched shows and like it's incredibly low. Nobody's
Yeah.
watching.
No, it's, yeah.
And then what it is
Ratings are-
is
God.
that what it is that the big organizations still look to those legacy media for
Right.
guidance.
Right.
So it's because the Fortune 100 or the Fortune 200 or anybody that wants to get a loan from a bank and all of the banking, they look at that stuff. So then everybody else has to pretend and fall in line because of the organizations that they work for. So yeah, it's a really weird time. And then I think other people, it's because those people believe that they are very intelligent and know the truth because they watch or listen to NPR.
Yeah.
And it's like NPR has been government propaganda forever.
Since it started.
It's government
Sweaty
funded.
balls.
Yeah.
It's government funded.
Sweaty balls.
Say it again.
I don't know what that means, but yeah, and then that
Saturday Night Live skit with Alec Baldwin that was
That's
on.
it. Yeah.
And they're like,
I'd like to talk to you about sweaty balls.
What happened to Alec? Did he get in prison or did he get let go? I can't remember what happened to that thing.
No, he's still on the loose. There was
on the loose.
yeah,
He's on the run.
No, he's
God.
not on the run. He's got out of it. I mean, it was just some peasant that he killed. It wasn't anyone famous, so.
So one of the conspiracies is that he's into that occult group, and they say that he basically shot her as a
Initiation?
an initiation or sacrifice.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of evidence to suggest that a lot of that has been going on. And
He didn't know the gun was loaded.
That's such a downer to go down those rabbit holes.
Oh, if you can start going down the Satan rabbit hole, it is not pretty.
Ooh, it's
And it's like, and who knows what's true, because then they create stories so that they can debunk their own selves. Twist it all up and they're like, oh, like Pizza Net and all that, or Pizza Net and all that stuff. It's like
just when you think you have it, you think these folks are dark. They're darker and evil than we could ever imagine.
It's not pretty. It's really not pretty.
Yeah.
P. Diddy.
And they are raping kids.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, I think the important thing to recognize is that
I ate meat today and milk. I'm cool. I'm alive still.
The more important, the thing is, I think a lot of people right now are learning this stuff, and then they're like, "Oh my God, we have to do something. We're about to, lose this country, or we're about to. Everything is going wrong." And
There's something bad's about to happen.
And it's like, no. Pump the brakes. This is the same people that have been in power since the
forever
1920s, the 19-teens,
right?
The early 1900s.
I think even before that,
Well,
the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds,
right?
But
they really put the screws to us in 1913 with the creation of the Fed, and then in the late teens with the Flexner Report and the creation of allopathic medicine. So it was in the early 1900s, late 1800s that they really put the screws to us. The screws have been, the country overthrew their tyrannical government for a 1.5% tax on tea. So it's like, let's all relax. Where the tyrants have been in control for over 100 years now. We have, so it's like, there's no urgency here. It's like I always say, they want a civil war. They want more duress.
Absolutely.
They want more animosity. And what needs to happen, because the true way out is to set up parallel systems. Just calmly ignore the current systems and calmly put together new systems.
That's why I'm doing 10 revival meetings.
Yeah, absolutely. That's smart.
Buy from your local dairy farmer. Buy from your local meat guy. Buy local produce. Cut out all of the middlemen. Don't try to, not go through Live Nation.
Yep, that's why I'm doing tent revival meetings. I'm telling you, to stay totally connected with humans.
Absolutely, stay grounded, man.
Literally grounded. Literally grounded.
And literally grounded. Go out there barefooted.
Yep. Yes.
I mean,
yes. That's what I'm doing.
But don't ever wear flip-flops.
Never wear flip-flops.
Especially not if you're a man.
No.
No flip-flops ever. Nobody wants to see your toes.
Mm-mm. I wear flip-flops and he gives me hell about it.
I love men's feet when they're pretty.
I have people tell me I have pretty feet,
but you like it.
He's the only one.
I don't mind flip-flops. I don't like Crocs.
I hate Crocs.
It's just as bad as a Croc.
At
least you can make a fast move in a Croc.
I'd prefer flip-flops over Crocs.
Oh.
Or
Oh,
those lighter
you wanna
bits that
see
have
toes.
the one full top
You
on
want
them.
to see? It's just such an. You can't do anything in them. You're like, if something goes down and you have to do anything, you're coming out of your flops.
Well,
You've never pinched your toes and run, then, have you, boy?
that's right.
You can run in flip flops.
I can run in flip flops. I really have. I'm
I can
serious.
run in flip flops.
You got to crimp your
You
toes.
crimp your
just like-
toes and hold on and
That's
run.
exactly right. Stay on those toes.
That's it.
But you know the Crocs to
I don't
me.
like to run as or whatever that just was. Maybe that's it.
That's on your toes. You're like a gazelle.
Yeah. Crocs are weird to run in.
Yeah, Crocs. They just scream stinky feet to me.
Oh.
I just.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I mean, I just can imagine if somebody's wearing Crocs, especially without socks, they gotta have stinky feet.
And Birkenstocks. Birkenstocks make me think of stinky feet.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And
But no-
all the fella men.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, we gotta stay grounded though. You know, that's
Grounded.
Birkenstocks
Tent revival.
are
So that's why I'm doing
right?
tent revival meetings.
Yep.
And just staying out of the systems as much as you can. That's
Right. Because the more you stay out of the system, the less power that the system will have.
what do you feel about the like the 5G network and all of the radioactive waves? Do you feel that living in the city, you think that really makes a difference? What
are you talking about?
No, it's me.
what are you talking about?
We're talking about if when you're in the city.
You're like,
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Is something wrong? No, I'm just.
Oh, hold
you
on,
know.
wait. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I don't,
What'd you say?
by the way, one of my favorite films that is relevant, I think, is one of the impressive movies I've ever seen is called Until the End of the World. It has the most beautiful soundtrack. It was made late 80s, I think 1989, I think.
I think I saw it a long time ago.
Amazing movie. And it was the best future movie that I've ever seen. And the future was literally people had things like this, and they were bent over like this.
Oh yeah.
And it could record your dreams. And
Oh.
then they would wake up in the morning and just continually watch their dream.
Oh, wow.
And then they forgot to stop. They stopped dreaming because they were obsessed with watching the recording of their dreams.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
such a great movie. And
it's
it's
that's
so
awesome.
relevant today.
It really is because our REM, like where we actually people now, there's less people dreaming now than ever before, and Sean can tell why.
Because people
Well-
have been poisoned. Although I
Aluminum, what they're spraying in the skies, imagine that the Alzheimer's, the dementia, all of that's higher than it's ever been.
so
They
I
all
just
sound
had
like some conspiracy theorists.
I just had this guy, Dr. Nathan Bryan, on my podcast, and his whole thing was nitric oxide.
Mm-hmm.
How the importance of that, and his whole thing was he would rather you come to him, he give you one thing and he never sees you again. Instead of he's like all these doctors, we're only indoctrinated to make money, just like you said, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, we just want to make money, and if you just fix yourself, you're not going to see me again.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
You were gonna
he
send me.
he makes
his-
more money him going and doing speeches because his patients, like, he doesn't have this accrued patients that are constantly sick because he's like, they get better.
Yeah, imagine that. It's amazing. It's amazing.
You were gonna send me this supplement because I wanted to read what was in it, and then nitric oxide is built by nasal breathing. So that's why you never want to breathe through your mouth.
Don't want to be a mouth breeder.
breathe.
I'm
Okay, you having all of that.
You
Dr.
don't want to be a mouth
Nathan.
breather, and you're not
Ryan.
making nitric oxide, and that is a cascade of negative things. And then all the not the tree huggers, but the climate scientists, the green cult.
But they would hang you for saying that. You don't even know. We don't have much time. We have to hurry. We don't have much time. You need a Prius.
Here's the
We gotta wait for the global warming though.
Here's the thing. I'm still waiting for the global warming. It's been a chilly spring here. But here's the thing. As soon as the banks stop giving people loans for beachfront property, then I'll believe in sea level rise and global warmings. Until then, I'm not believing a word of it. It's propaganda.
Oh, because
Well,
you
what about
they
the-
were
Make you afraid.
What about the cows? You know, we got all the cows farting too. That's another thing.
Oh, the
It's-
Well, my
stories.
point is that if the cow farting was real, the banks would not give people loans for beachfront property.
I see what you're saying because they would know
Yeah.
what's up because they're the banks are
Yeah,
run by
absolutely.
I got you. So that makes
Right,
sense.
they would stop giving loans for beachfront property if they
It's
knew
like-
we were going to have sea level rise. If they knew that our global warmings was going to be such a problem, they
Right.
would stop giving people 30-year loans, or they would be like, you know what, you're going beachfront, the max you can get is 15, or the max
Right,
you can
because
get
it's
is
gonna just slide off.
Right.
Got you.
As
That
long
makes
as they're doing 30 and now 45-year loans, some people are getting. You know, it's like, sure,
ready for
if the banks are giving you a loan, we're okay. Believe
So
me.
you could say that with betting in sports too. Like as long as the guys that are turned into the girls that play with the girls we can bet on them.
Oh yeah, that's good.
We're good. But if
We're
as soon as
good.
we can't bet on it,
Then
it's not. It's an abomination.
that's an abomination. Yeah, but as long as you can put money on the dude, this is a
My
good
favorite joke. Okay, so Doug, I asked him on his TikTok, but it got taken down as hate speech. I'm like, oh Jesus.
Oh, of course it did.
I go. So what do you think about the women's sports issues and trans women? And he goes, is there betting involved? And I was like, no. He goes, oh, well, it's an abomination. It's terrible. It's never happened. And then I'm like, okay. So
Because we can make good money off of this. You know?
because I go, okay. So there is betting involved, and he goes, oh, my money's on the dude.
Yeah, well, you know, it's
So funny. I like, and I posted it, and it got like banned as hate speech. Why can't
Oh
you
my
laugh about
gosh.
anything? For God's sakes, everybody.
We're just
For God's
words.
sakes, the money's on the dude. Come on.
No, I mean, like the man that's, I think he's somewhere in his 40s or 50s, and he identified himself as a 15-year-old female swimmer, and he started breaking all the records. I don't know how a male could break a 15-year-old woman's or girl's record.
He's so brave.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
very. I mean, she's brave.
And was
She's
even
so-
allowed to change in the girls' locker room.
I'm sure.
Well, yeah, you don't want to.
I mean,
Yeah.
if it wasn't,
Nobody wants to be a.
I
baby.
literally had. I mean, I'm kid you not, and I love these.
Shit.
I love people. Oh God, I love people. But
You know,
I literally heard about me doing an event. The issue within this particular area was they have to read the whole script. They'd have to see if I approved with their PC, and I'm also white, so
Mm.
probably
that's
not gonna
a
happen.
problem. Nobody
Not
wants.
gonna happen.
Nobody wants a white.
Yeah, no.
Nobody wants a white. That's also why I want to do Tint Revival, and I'm just gonna make it. I'm like, all right, no, nobody wants the white one. Woo! We got over here.
Here I am.
White one. We got
Yeah,
a white one over here.
Yeah, the last estimate that I heard was that 22 million illegals have come through now.
Holy
They're
shit!
saying
We're
22
brown
million.
now.
Is that all? How are they coming in?
Yeah, no one's sure. I think
How is this possible?
many of them are being flown in from third world countries.
This blows my
Uh,
mind. Yeah.
But I mean, whites are going to be the minority soon. So
That's happened. We're brown.
then I think the script can be flipped.
Yeah, it can be flipped.
Then
Absolutely.
it's like,
Yeah.
this is because I'm white.
I'm-
I mean, I'm not white.
Did
Everybody
he
knows
cover
that.
his
But
breast? Oh my God, Dale, you're so funny. Dale says, "Did he cover his breast?" Doesn't matter. But the thing is I'm so sick of it. I have to make fun. I have to tell jokes, and I did tell a joke. I just tried it out, and oh my God, my sweet
Amen,
little-
sister. Amen.
Sweet little, you're welcome. Because I was like, listen, I'm a redneck. I'm from the country. We're trying, but we need like the PC mask, like I want the mask. It's like the PC rules to follow. Whatever's not going to make you cry and hold a sign because I didn't know. So it's like you walk in and
You
like,
got to watch out for the tooth fairy.
what if for the what?
When I'm in public, I say the tooth fairy.
You're in public.
No, but what if you walked in, of all of us, we're just like, hey, like, I'm John. I got a purple penis, kind of goes to the side a little bit, but I'll play with any of y'all. You know, what if we just like laid it out? Like, I got a 10-incher, it's a little, it's white guys, or I got an innie.
Oh, nip and tuck.
Skip the whole binary, non-binary. Like, it's so confusing. And now people are like red-tailed hawks and shit. You're like, one's alien, but not a certain alien. You can't say one flower. One's a bird. And you're just like, listen, why don't you just break it down to what?
I'm punctuation.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen. I mean, what if you just walked into it? I could just be like, hey, y'all, I'm a MILF. I like them about 25. I got a pretty pussy. Those girls. Is that cool?
Yeah, it's like if everyone.
Can you handle this? Can
Like,
you handle it?
everyone-
and then it saves time.
Once everyone has autism, then it'll be like that. Everyone has autism because of all the heavy metal. So everybody just walks in the room and just emotionlessly speaks
Oh
truth.
my God, I love that. You're just like, because so here's what I heard when I just tried out a little joke about the redneck thing of like, what if we all just told about our parts? And I was told that I was not allowed to share my opinion if it hurt her feelings.
Mm.
And I was like, girl,
God forbid if you speak the truth, sister.
you just have to wait. You're not going to handle my show. Listen.
You can hurt anyone's feelings who's not in a protected class.
Oh, but aren't
That's
we in the country with freedom of speech, right?
But
What happened there?
But the solution is you just need to join a protected class, and then you can do whatever you want to do.
That's it. You're just in the wrong class, sister.
So if you
I have joined a protected class.
Yes,
I have a deeper voice.
See, there you go. Just transition.
I'm on a super protected class.
Just transition and then go gay.
Yeah, go from Patricia to Pat.
No, thank you.
My
No,
name's
but if you
Pat.
transition to a man and then you're gay,
there you go. I would look amazing as a dude.
so then you're in a protected class because you're gay. You're in a
You can get a job anywhere
because you're trans.
Yeah.
You're in a double protected class.
You don't even have to have a college education. You can get a job anywhere in that class.
This is why I'm a black lesbian. Well, one of the many reasons.
The thing is the sad thing is this is actually very funny, and people don't think it's funny and are crying about it because you didn't know that I was not whatever. You didn't know that I was non-binary. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so confused with everything.
I told myself going into this live I was going to try to not speak
Talk about any truth?
No, not the truth, just the whole trans thing, because it's so absolutely ludicrous. And the real game of it all is, once you get people who clearly, everybody can see we're not birds. Everybody can see we're not birds.
Angela, is it Nixie? Angela, isn't it a coincidence that we have two guys named Sean Gilder? That's Doug down there.
Yeah, no, that's Doug down there.
We got Dave, Dale, and Doug.
Dougie Fresh in the house. You got to tell them to I'm a beekeeper too. Y'all got to check out my bee stories I post all the time.
Did you bring the bees to his house?
Oh man, hey look, he videoed me today climbing 20 foot in a tree. He's got the video footage.
And did he put the bees out? He's got a cold plunge and bees now?
Oh, we got bees right next to the cold plunge. It's
the
ultimate zen. You sit there and bees hum in the key of C.
Wait, hold on, Doug. You ready for this?
I'm Doug
Picture me in that cold plunge laying there like this.
That's it. Let me scratch my back.
Like this, I'm laying here with these bees, right?
And I got my AR here right behind the tub.
That's kind of shit that makes me laugh. Oh my god. Anyway.
That's so dumb that I can't. The
Oh
name
god.
is
So
just
dumb. I
Jacob.
wrote a book called Dumb Model and Her 4 French Chairs.
Uh,
It's an erotica.
oh, that
It's
sounds
dirty
enticing.
rotten.
Sounds
It's
enticing.
Nixie, you would love that book. The chairs tell the story. So the chairs speak, like the chairs. It's her 4 French chairs. They're all
Oh yeah.
different, and they tell the story because she's dumb.
Mm.
So the
But it's
whole
pretty
thing.
hot if you think about it, because your furniture sees everything.
Furniture
Everything,
is
just like
also
a fly on the wall. you know?
Exactly. So from the furniture's perspective, they saw things that she didn't see.
Ah.
So there's like, you know.
Oh man, hey, you know what's been sitting in this chair?
Exactly. So ultimately, it's pretty clever, that book. It's so
That is,
dumb.
I like
Dumb models, brilliant. It's pretty cute. I just did it. I have many books I haven't released. Do you have things that you haven't done that you need to still do that are sitting and waiting, or some book you want to write, or something that's sitting? What is it?
Well, it's like that with songs. You know, I'm a songwriter.
Let's do
And-
one right now about Viagra.
Yeah, we can.
Well,
We can.
No, you can't, because you ain't got it up.
I can work it up. Just give me a little time.
How do you work it up?
What was
You
the
can't
song
get it up.
this
How can
morning?
you work it up when you
The-
can't get it up?
It was.
There you go.
It was the B man.
Oh yeah. So
Uh,
here, let's see. We gotta
I
see.
recorded it.
What
it was-
what key?
Do it.
Oh, he no gloves,
Yeah.
no gear, no fear.
Yeah. No, it wasn't gloves. It was no gear.
No gloves, no fear.
No, it was no.
I'm
gear.
telling you, that's what you
It
said.
wasn't gloves. It was.
No gear, no. You said gloves because remember I was scooping the bees up, and you're like, look at him, he's not even wearing any gloves. I was sitting there scooping these bees out of the tree with bare
Yeah, you were.
hands.
You
Didn't even
Mississippi boy.
get stung.
No, you did not. You know why? Because you're from Mississippi.
No fear. The B man. And the
hell.
key culture wall.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Now I need to keep
With
time
no
with my drum.
fear,
Yeah,
no
go be the
fear.
bee man. That's my name. Kitchen
Yeah.
swarms all over town when people complain.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody wants a little bit of what I got. I got honey running out the top of my pot. I'm the bee man. That's my name. No gloves, no gear. He has no fear. Well, I'm the bee man. That's my name.
Nice. I love it. I love it.
It's on video. I just have to. I'll bring it up. But
I love
I
it.
forget what the lyric exactly.
Yeah, we're
was.
gonna remember. And that'll be the intro
But
song.
It worked. The one.
I love it.
lyric.
Yeah.
Perfect. Mine is Digmatized.
all right.
That's my song. That's
So
never
that's a
seen
whisper
one
song.
quite that nice. I'm digmatized.
Ooh, hey, yeah. Don't stop. What's next?
This is let me see if I have He answers to the sound of my voice. He's prettier than all the boys. Even though he's attached to a dick, he's my prettiest, most perfect dick.
Okay, you keep.
I'm digmatized. Oh, here. Are you doing the
Keep
country
up.
version?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go.
I'm digmatized.
I'm digmatized. Never
He's
seen one quite that
digmatized.
nice.
He's got a dick so big between his thighs.
It's not so big. It's so
She said
pretty.
it's not so big,
It's so
it's not
big.
so thick, but it'll
Get
work
the job done.
real
It's
quick.
just the perfect dick.
Oh, real quick.
I'm
Oh God, makes me laugh. I actually I wrote the whole damn thing. But we won't go into it
Oh, I
yet.
say we got to record that.
Yeah, I want to do it also in like piano style.
Oh yeah.
Like the 007
Dingle
style. Let me see here. I'm gonna find my. Hold on. Stigmatized.
Trying to get the exact lyric for the B, man. Oh, I got the moment where you dropped it.
Did you hear me? Listen.
Okay, wait, hold on. I gotta find you. I got lost in my tail. Here we go. Hey.
All right. So I'm anchoring the. So let me tell you, right there when you heard me, I'm anchoring the beast down from the tree with a rope, with a red rope that I was donating.
That's awesome.
And I'm anchoring it down, and it comes undone from the box, and the box falls. But the bees were fine though.
Yeah, they made it.
I love it. This is my kid calling. See, we went a little bit over time. I can come anytime. We're just still yakking and having the best time. You're doing something funny and you can't do anything. What happened?
It's the baby.
Okay.
No
I love you.
No fear.
Okay. Should I stay on my live and I just come over and do that?
Here it is.
Why don't I do that? All right, bye.
Here comes the saying. I think he's got it.
That's my kid.
This is my soul. No fear. That's what. Yeah, I told you said no gloves.
No fear.
See there?
No gloves, no fear.
See?
No.
Let's see here.
The bee man.
Hold on, people. I got this. I got this. I got this. I'm gonna move locations. I'm gonna do a location move.
No gloves,
Ready.
no gear, no fear.
Barehanded those
Bare
bees.
hand,
No gloves, no gear.
Look at that. There.
This is what he trains. What he trains for.
Man, we gotta post that. You gotta post that. Put that on. Or can you share that with me on Instagram and I put it on my story?
You could do it.
Yeah.
Right, I'm
gonna play y'all one little song before I hit the road. I gotta get on the road. I'm about to drive. I'm about to hit the highway here tonight.
Are you really?
I'm gonna play a song that since I'm getting on the road.
Oh, perfect. Do it. And
On the road again.
Yeah.
Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. And I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Going places that I've never been. Seeing things that I may never see again. And I can't wait to get on the road again. Here we go. On the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends. Insisting the world keeps turning our way. And our way is on the road again. Come on. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. And I can't wait to get on the road again.
You want me to upset people?
On the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway.
Are you ready for this?
We're the best of friends. Insisting the world keeps turning our way, and our way is on the road again. Come on the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting the world keeps turning our way, and our way is on the road again.
I love
And I can't wait to get on the road again.
that.
No, I can't wait to get on the road again.
I love it. I got looted up and I revealed my Trumpy bear.
I love it. I love it.
Did you see that I had a Trumpy bear?
Yes.
Is this funny or what?
Nice.
I saw this as an ad years and years ago, and I thought it was a Saturday Night Live skit.
I love it. I love it.
It's real. I was like,
America.
real.
America.
America.
His hair, some would say it's the best hair.
He's
It's the best hair that there's
the
ever
best
been
hair.
on that bear. I've never seen a bear with finer hair than that bear there.
That bear. The way he combs his hair.
It's all real. It's all real.
Oh my
God. Well, it has been a pleasure that, maybe I'll jump in again sometime.
Do it.
Yeah.
I love it. We do it on Thursdays. We do it on Thursdays.
Oh, we can do it on Thursdays?
And I'm coming to do a retreat in Nashville at Music City E-Bikes in August.
Uh-oh. And we can do it then, too?
We could do it then too.
Get stung with some weed.
Yes, yeah, hey.
Hot and
Drink
cold
loot
punch.
and regenerate and go on
Yeah.
bike rides.
Yeah.
Get hot, get cold.
Then you can try some of my honey.
Okay. Awesome.
It's good.
That's awesome. All right. I'm going to go get my kiddo. I love all y'all.
Love you.
All right.
It's great. See you later.
Ciao.
Thanks,
Ciao for
Doug.
now.
Y'all stay up. Bye.
Adios.
Bye.
Ciao.
Peace.
She gone. What is this over here that this is telling me something?
That was great.
No thanks. Yeah.
I reckon I'm going to get ready. I got to hit the
All
road.
right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for
Yeah.
tuning in. Come back next Thursday. Maybe we'll do a song next Thursday.
Yeah. We do an original maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
All right, an original song next Thursday.
By one of the Malden brothers.
Yeah.
We'll eventually get the other Malden brother on here.
Yeah.
Folks, that's right. I'm one of the Malden brothers. Mauldin.
Yeah. His mustache is coming back in, so
Ooh.
you'll recognize him again soon.
Ooh.
It's starting to come back.
When in
That's
doubt,
right.
grow it out, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
That's always
That's
always the way to do it.
Yeah.
All right.